All right, so I'm in the Rockford Fosgate booth with Eric, and you guys have such a dynamic range of products. You guys do ATVs, motorcycles, obviously car audio. Either you can put it in the car or you can put it on something. So tell me about your products and you guys got some amazing stuff here. Let me know about it.
Well, Rockford Fosgate, what made us famous is the punch amplifier and punch subwoofers. So Rockford Fosgate's amplifier line continues to have the same technology repertoire as we had before. More dynamic output power than what you're rated for. So we still have a good, better, best, a prime, a punch, and a power series. And with any Rockford Fosgate amplifier, you're guaranteed anywhere from 12, 20% more power output. We actually give you a burst sheet that shows what the real power output is of the amplifier. So you're always getting more performance than what you bargained for.
So you guys are overrated, not underrated like most people out there.
A lot of people say that we're conservatively rated.
Man, I love that, I love that. And tell me a little bit about your subwoofers. You got some monsters over here, but there are a lot of unique subwoofers that you guys offer, anywhere from having a great big amount of airspace to be able to throw an enclosure, or a tiny little enclosure's got to fit in a tight spot.
Right, so we have our punch series, of course, on the other side. This is our flagship series, our power series. So we have a T1 Slim, a T2, and a 13 and a 16, and the flagship T3. So this is a slim mount design. We have patented technology on this, and it's really great for under seat use in trucks. And then we've got the bigger T2, 13s and 16s. Now this is a 2,000 watt rated, continuously rated subwoofer. All of these are sound quality design. And of course the flagship subwoofer, this is a very long voice coil. It's a 4-inch voice coil, and it has 2 coils, so it's actually in a push-pull system.
Wow.
And so we use ceramic ferrite on the larger ones. This is actually a lighter subwoofer because we use a neodymium magnet like what you would find on a tweeter. It's very small, very dense, but it has the same magnetic flux as the larger one, and we put it inside the voice coil. So again, all designed for sound quality for your vehicle.
Very nice. And like I said, these are some monsters here, but maybe your everyday street beaters or somebody that just wants your nice quality sound, what about a subwoofer like that?
Yeah, well, let's go look at the punch series.
All right.
So here we have our famous punch series subwoofers. We have our punch P1, P2, and P3. This is our most popular subwoofer in the entire lineup. We also have the R2 series and Slim Punch and Slim Prime. So there's basically a subwoofer for every single application that you need.
All right, that is great. And I know you guys have the matching components to go with it. You do the coaxials, the components, and you have all the amplifiers, everything that you guys need to get the sound that you're looking for. I want to say thanks for giving me the interview. It was awesome. And let's keep rocking.
Right on.
Hey everybody, I'm Carl Campbell, National Trainer with Wet Sounds. This is our new Zero line. It stands for Zero Compromise. It's going to be a product that applies to a lot of different product lines, not just marine as we've had in the past.
Okay.
We've got a 6.5 low profile speaker that has full excursion. It's got the Harley Davidson bolt pattern, so it'll drop in most fairings 2014 and newer. And what's nice is we inverted the surround on the speaker so that in the early models, the grill doesn't come up and it doesn't rub against that speaker and rattle. It's got a compression horn, inverted compression horn driver, so when you're doing 100 miles an hour on the motorcycle, you can still hear the treble and hear the frequencies.
Most definitely. Those compression horns are very bright as far as that goes, so you can definitely hear them like you were saying. They're very loud and audible.
They are, but these we actually DSP'd them with a crossover network that actually makes them a lot smoother response.
Oh, very nice.
And then we have these new, what they call PMGS speaker material. It's polymica glass spheres. Super tiny, small glass spheres that are melted into the speaker material that make it almost completely UV resistant. So we put the speaker under a 1,000-hour UV test just to show, and then put it up against a brand new pair, and the frequency response loss was almost non-existent.
Wow, that's really cool. Let me go ahead and show them a close-up of this, because like I said, you have it all broke apart so they can see the details. And this is what he was talking when he was saying the crossover unit here built into the tweeter, and then kind of get you the cone there so you can see it.
Now the other cool thing is you've got the neodymium magnet structure, and that's
Okay.
what's going to save you a ton of space in your fairings in your Pro Sport vehicles.
Okay.
But when you have a neodymium magnet, you're basically taking a very small surface area and giving the same magnetivity as a very large magnet structure. So one of the downfalls to it is heat.
Okay.
So when you have that heat issue, what we did is we designed a rear-mounted vented heatsink.
Okay.
So as the speaker moves back and forth,
It's literally forcing the
cooling
air out.
and cooling the magnet structure at the same time.
Very nice, very nice. And that was something I'm glad you brought up with the Neo magnet. That's something that the technology that's coming out, a lot of speakers are going that way. The old school guys are used to the big ferro magnet, so when they see a new speaker, they're a little confused nowadays because they're like, well, I'm not sure if that's any good, but it's the same power handling, it's just a higher quality magnet.
Correct. Now, if you come around to the back of the magnet structure, we've got two different connectors. You've got your standard spade connectors right here.
Okay.
But you also have the RGB plug that a lot of the fairings have.
Okay.
So literally factory plug it right in and not have to worry about cutting off wires and resplicing for a good percentage of the
Harley
fairings.
Davidsons.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We make it in a 6, we make it in a mid-range 8. We also have a new line of shallow subs.
Okay.
They are was the shallow 10 you were hearing in the background.
Awesome.
These 10s take 0.5 cubic space. So if you
almost no airspace,
Yes.
basically.
And they are a full excurting 10. They're not like the old kicker shallow mount that barely moves.
I gotcha.
So, and then the 12 takes 0.9.
0.9. Okay. Now, another thing that's really exciting and that you guys get involved with is with the ATV life and the boat life. Everybody's lighting their speakers, so you guys get into that. Do you have some lit speakers around here I can kind of show them?
We do, actually. The Zero line is not a RGB lit product.
Sure.
We're thinking about adding some rings for it, but most of this stuff is going to drop into really small cavities.
Mm-hmm.
So more people are concerned about size limitations and application limitations versus lighting.
Okay.
But if you turn right behind us here, we've got the brand new Ranger XP 1000 Crew. Now this is our new Ranger roof.
Okay.
This is the first roof that's ever been built around the speakers versus a roof being built with speaker pods you can throw speakers into.
So basically all the airspace in here is made for the speaker, so it's
Yes.
going to give you the best performing sound.
Exactly. And just to give you an example, so we've got a 600 watt system here. You've got 4 8-inch drivers with silk dome tweeters, and these are very similar to the Zero product. We just eliminated the compression horn on these because you don't want a compression horn ripping your face off when you're sitting this close to the speaker.
No, it's right above your head.
Right. You've got a 12-inch subwoofer with the enclosure designed specifically for this speaker. 600 watt amp runs everything. Now this roof goes from box to Ranger in 20 minutes.
Wow, that's really nice.
You've got a built-in NC2 head unit with AM/FM XM Sirius. You've got a front light bar, like so. You've got a rear light bar, like so.
All right.
You've got an interior light. You've got even a kill switch, so when you're parking the Ranger, you don't end up running your battery dead.
Okay. Now, I was going to stop you there on the 600 watt amplifiers. That means these speakers are very efficient because these things typically don't have huge batteries, so everything has to be efficient. It's made to bolt on, it's made to work.
Yep. You've got 75 watts going to each 8-inch driver, and then 300 watts going to the subwoofer.
Very nice.
Now we also have a panel right here where you can add an a replacement amp here, and that'll give you a 2-channel 300 by 2 output for if you wanted to add a set of Rev 12s like we've done here on this vehicle.
Very nice.
Or maybe additional subwoofers underneath.
Okay.
And everything in this uses factory bolts. There's 4 bolts in the front, 4 bolts in the back, and then 4 clamps. So this thing comes out of the box pre-wired. You're dropping it on the roof. It's 168 pounds, 170 pounds or so. 2 guys can drop this on and have it installed in 20 to 30 minutes.
All right, well, I appreciate you showing me this awesome little ATV here. You guys make some amazing equipment. And let's give it a quick demo. I'm going to show them the back speakers.
Come on now. 24 karat, 24 karat magic. Fight the feeling, invite the feeling, just put your hands up.
All right, looks like there might be a little showdown going on. You got DS18 over there. You got Alphasonik over here. You're hitting that. All right, so I'm here at the Alphasonik booth, and as you can see behind me, right up here, we have one of these cool enclosed small truck enclosures. Now, I actually did a review on that earlier in the year, and that's what made me stop at this booth. Now, as I'm looking around, I can see you have some other great products. This looks like some pro audio behind me that's gonna be very loud, very bright. It's gonna project the sound. Tell me a little bit about it.
All right, as you said, it's pro audio. We're focusing on outdoors right now, not only on the inside. We got the sound quality part on the inside, and we got the pro audio on this one.
Definitely.
With sound quality as well, because these have neodymium magnets.
Okay.
So it will give you more power and more clarity on the sound. We got mid bass here,
Okay.
we got mid highs on that part, and you got driver if you need more voice.
Okay.
So it's a complement between the mid-range and the bullet tweeters.
So you have everything. You actually have the tweeter, the mid-range, the mid-bass, and it looks like down here,
We got some
the power
alpha.
to drive
And
them.
these are alpha amplifiers. They're called alpha,
Alpha?
because they actually can reproduce any kind of frequency.
Okay.
They're full range amplifiers.
So this is a full range amplifier here. So basically when we go to install this, when it's all said and done, there's gonna be some sort of DSP that goes on there, a crossover system. But these amplifiers can handle the whole range from high frequencies all the way down to the low subwoofer frequency. Well, I gotta say, this is a great little display here. I appreciate you letting me revisit the little box that I did a video on earlier, and it was nice
I
to meet
appreciate
you.
you, man.
Thank you.
Hi guys, how you doing? This is Max from Power Pro. We are here in Vegas, SEMA show. Welcome to our booth. This time we're gonna show you just a tool that it will help you with your electrical connections, even if it's an audio or you have a problem with your car, electrical system. The simple tool that you can use out there for electrical radio components and stuff is the regular Power Pro 3 that provides you with voltage and ground. You can check for good grounds and good voltage.
All right, I'm gonna actually stop you right there. I actually have this unit. It's a great little unit, like he was saying. And not only does it give you the power in the ground, but it has a digital display on it that gives you a voltage readout, so you know exactly what the current of the car is. And there's actually an upgrade now, so I might have to come back and check the company out, because there's a little bit of an upgrade on that tool where they've stepped to the next product. I believe it was right here, and it had a couple more features. You want to go ahead and tell me about that?
Sure, this is the Power Pro 3 Easy, and it comes with a new screen. It has a menu that it has this flip screen that it flips, so you can
Rotate it.
You have rotated.
Nice.
You can see the measurements right. And also it comes with easy learning and easy diagnostics.
Now, I want to catch on that easy learning, because if you're not in the automotive or audio game, it's going to kind of walk you through the process on what to do so you use the tool correctly. That's a big plus right there.
Correctly, it also has a feature for easy diagnostic that they show you in different scenarios how you can do this kind of testing, like checking voltage on your battery, checking fuses, and all these kind of different things.
Awesome. I want to say I use this product almost on a daily basis. It's tried and true, and it works very well. Max, I want to say thanks for giving me a little interview, and I enjoy your products.
Thank you guys.
All right, so I'm here with Eric at the PowerBass station. All the audio stuff's here. They got a great little setup. I've gotten to demo some of the rides here. Now, personally, I've been using their products for about 20 years. I asked you, how long have you been in the market?
Yeah, just a little over 20.
All right, so
I've been here since the beginning.
I've been there almost since the beginning, and what I liked about them is I was a teenager back then, and they had affordable product that sounded really nice, and I got right into it. Now, I also want to stop right there, because I have one of my highest looked at videos carries their extreme amplifiers, which is some of their higher end product, and I've used them as well. So across the board, their product is top of the line. They have some great features. Let me go ahead and have you talk about your product a little bit and tell me things that you think make PowerBass unique to the market.
Sure, I mean, I think with the old amplifier that you were used to, the XTA, that was our big power, just beast series of amplifiers.
Yes.
Things have progressed since then. Technology's gotten better, and you know, it's actually gotten smaller.
Okay.
And that's kind of the thing, is as tech got better, we figured out how to make the amp smaller, but make more power.
Yes.
The cool thing with us, I think that sets us apart from everybody, is that We actually do all of our engineering in-house.
Very nice.
So it's all done in Southern California in our facility.
Okay.
I like to say we're a little bit like Apple, designed here, you know, designed and engineered here, but then we're manufactured in a facility that we control.
Okay, and that's
So
fair.
We are the factory.
Okay, yes.
So, you know, that we're a vertically integrated company.
Okay.
Whereas most other brands have to go out and find a factory to build for them or whatever. It's our factory. So it's easy for us to just start working on new things, bring new technology to the market. And that's what we've been trying to do over the last 20 years that you've noticed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Talking about new technology, something that I actually know about because I've stayed relative to the audio market, you have some OEM integration pieces right here behind you, and they're made to fit right into a factory ride and literally plug in with no hard wiring.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. Everything here, if you want to kind of go over that, and it's not just a two-way component. What do you really have here?
So with the OE series, we've made it so it's plug and play.
Okay.
We've made it so it fits into multiple years, and that to me is was the biggest hurdle. Was how do we make the one speaker fit multiple years without the dealer having to keep a lot of different year models, and how do we keep progressing that as they change? So we started to look at the way the aftermarket bolted in, the way the factory bolted in, and then we started to look at the different year models and what the changes were.
Okay.
And we were able to make sets that are now going to go from about 2007 up to current.
Okay.
For example, in the GM, the back of the GM 6.5, there's dual terminals.
Okay.
It's for late model and early model. You just determine which one you want to use.
Oh, so
you
the
don't-
same speaker
the
does
same
multiple
speaker works
vehicles.
in both.
That is really cool.
And then in our component set, the tweeter has adapters for early and late model.
Okay.
So that no matter what, you're going to fit the car.
And like I said here, not only is the wiring easy, but they literally bolt in the factory holes with factory mounting locations.
Correct.
All right, so we went over some of your OEM stuff, but I'm kind of interested, and I think the viewers are interested in some of your powerhouses. Like I said, the extreme amps are what I have the most views on my videos. Let's look at some of those and kind of tell them what makes those unique to the market.
Yeah, certainly.
All right.
So in our amplifiers, as you'll see, we make a lot of different sizes and a lot of different shapes, a lot of different technology. We start at our ACS, which is basically our beginning level of amplifiers.
Okay.
But the cool thing is if I tell you this is 500 watts, it's definitely 500 watts. You know, whereas a lot of guys will say, oh, it's a 1,000 watt amplifier. Well, no, this is actually it. But now in our XMA, which would be this series here, this is probably our most popular, the XMA series amplifier. It's all IR chipset technology, so it's full range digital or D-class on the sub mono amp.
All right.
We actually have something brand new that no one's seen yet.
Uh-oh.
Except for here at the SEMA show.
Here we go, brand new SEMA information.
These are the brand new PBX series amplifiers that will be coming soon in 2023. They're all front-loaded design. They're all piano black PCB. We've got Tiffany RCAs, Mylar caps inside, nothing but the best.
Definitely.
All the technology inside these is even above what we have in the XMA, what I feel is probably one of the better digital amplifiers out. This is even better. It's more power. Our engineer said it's probably the most efficient series of amplifiers he's ever worked on, he's ever seen, and we've ever tested, and we can't wait to get them out to the market.
Efficiency is very important. It's going to keep your alternator from overheating. It's going to keep you from draining your electrical system. It's going to keep the amplifier from being hot. And that's what I like about these amplifiers. There are a lot of intricate details for safety items, overheating, safety lights, slow turn-ons. You actually still fuse your amplifiers, unlike some other people. So there's a lot of safety in this. Now, I always recommend going to an authorized dealer. Do you guys give a different warranty if they do?
We do, actually. You get an additional year warranty on products installed by an authorized dealer.
So always go to an authorized dealer, but once again, if you should choose to install it yourself, there's even protection in the speaker lines. If you happen to get one backwards, it'll shut down instead of blowing the speaker or tearing the amplifier up, letting you have time to correct the issue. Once again, always go to a retail authorized dealer, and this is an awesome line. It's priced affordable for anybody out there. That's why I like it, and you can grow with them as you get it more into audio.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, thanks for the interview, and I appreciate it,
Good
Eric.
to see you.